Hello and welcome to the highlights of day 2. This is round 4, Southern Punjab versus Sindh. And what a day it has been for the two batsmen, Umair bin Yusuf and the captain, Asad Shafiq. Both of them having a brilliant partnership and both of them getting a century apiece and taking Sindh into a commanding position starting day 2. And that's the partnership we just spoke about. 228 of 342 deliveries. Asad Shafiq, the experienced one, the captain of the side, and taking along the youngster Umair bin Yusuf, who is still batting and wants to express himself more. Bowlers, hard, long day for them on day 1. And Ziaul Haq getting 2 wickets. A wicket apiece for Bilawal and Mohammad Zaid. More expected out of the spinner. Let's see what happens on day 2 when they come out. It's 289 for 4. And it's going to be Saad Ali and Umair bin Yusuf starting off.
पहली गेंद आज के दिन की और ये सेशन खासे हमें माइलस्टोन्स की तरफ लेकर जाएगा सिकंदर, चूंकि हम जानते हैं कि पहले 300 पे, 350 पे, 400 पे पॉइंट्स मौजूद हैं। और इस दौरान गेंद को ऑन साइड पर निकाला, लेकिन रन्स हासिल होंगे। दूसरा रन लेना चाहते थे लेकिन पहला आस्तिकी के साथ लिया। ज़्यादा ख्वाहिश मौजूद नहीं थी दूसरे की, जिसकी वजह से अपनी जगह पर रहना पड़ेगा।
वो पेस है नहीं ज़ियाउल हक के पास कि वो ऐसी शॉर्ट गेंद करें। बहुत टाइम मिलता है बैट्समैन को। इस बार साद ने भी वही किया जो एक्सपेक्टेड था, पुल कर दिया इसको और विकेट एरिया है। खासा वाइट बॉल था, सर के ऊपर से जा रहा था, इसको बड़े आसानी से खेल दिया। वही रिजल्ट एक बार फिर जो पिछले ओवर में हुआ था कि ज़ियाउल हक के पास वो पेस नहीं है कि वो ये लेंथ कराए। बड़ी आसानी से उमैर ने उसको पुल कर दिया 4 रन के लिए। 302 रन मुकम्मल हो गए इस तरह से सिंध के, और उन्होंने वो बोनस के 3 पॉइंट भी हासिल कर लिए। 100 ओवर के अंदर अंदर अगर आप 300 बना पाते हैं तो आपको बोनस के 3 पॉइंट्स हासिल होते हैं।
अपने तरकिश में मौजूद तमाम तीर ये चलाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, लेकिन ख़ास तौर पर इस एंड से।
That's a lovely shot. That's for 142, but one of the most classy shots you'll see.
That's putting salt to the wounds here. A wicket missed on the last ball, and now Umair bin Yusuf punishing the ball, middling it, timing it to perfection.
Yeah, hits it through the covers, nicely timed, nicely placed. Saad Ali with a classy boundary through the covers.
Saad Ali just showing the face of the bat to the ball and putting it in the gap. High elbow there, textbook shot. Good to watch.
Driven through the offside, and beautiful boundary. If it reaches there, yes it does. And that brings up his 150. It's been a superb, classy innings. Umair bin Yusuf.
Umair bin Yusuf raising his bat, making sure that the team doesn't feel the absence of the senior players. Excellent innings here. Great responsibility shown by this young kid, and punishing this half volley by Bilawal Bhatti and putting it into the gap, just placing it.
Oh, finally catch in the deep, the short ball for Bilawal, but he works. Full shot this time in the air, and he's hit it straight down. Deep square legs throat. It's a good catch to end a fantastic innings. Umair bin Yusuf, 153 long visual ends. With the pull shot this time, we flicked it in the air, more like a drop kick rather than a pull shot. Bilawal Bhatti finally gets success, and it's a huge wicket.
Great innings by this young guy, Umair Yusuf, 153 of 252.
कप्तान आ गए हैं खेलने के लिए फिर से। कल भी तकरीबन इसी वक्त इन्होंने अपनी बैटिंग का आगाज़ किया था।
स्ट्रेट खेले और फील्ड को मुकम्मल तौर पर शायद बीट ना कर सकेंगे, लेकिन मजीद रन हासिल होंगे। एक मरतबा फिर कुछ आहिस्ता की आउटफील्ड और इसके साथ साथ कुछ टाइमिंग की कमी थी, जिसके पास गेंद बाउंड्री लाइन तक नहीं जा पाई, लेकिन रन हासिल हुए। असद शफीक के वापसी के बाद ये पहले के 2 रन।
और इस बार एज किया, अच्छा बाउंस मिला और गेंद गई स्लिप के फील्डर के पास।
बहुत करीब थी ये गेंद साथ के जिस्म के, जिसको वो कट करने की कोशिश करने के लिए गए, लेकिन कैच के लिए तैयार मौजूद थे वहां पर मौजूद जैन। तो यूं विकेट हासिल की है आज के दिन की दूसरी इनिंग्स की छठी। साद अली 33 रन बनाकर आउट हुए। सिंध अब 341 पे 6।
बीट किया मिड ऑन के फील्डर को। अली शफीक ने डाइव की थी खूबसूरती के साथ। इस बार टाइम करने में कामयाब हुए असद शफीक और उन्होंने ये शानदार चौका लगा दिया। देखिए बिल्कुल भी गेंद को ठेस नहीं पहुंचाई। अगले कदम पर आए, बल्ला लेकर गए गेंद की तरफ।
There's their wicket here. Now, Hassan Mohsin chopping it on to his stumps, and Mohammad Imran getting another breakthrough for Southern Punjab.
Yeah, they're going upstairs to see if it's a no ball. I hope it's not, because he's going to be livid with himself, Imran. But yeah, it was way wide, full outside the off stump. He went chasing after it. He wasn't really in control. He had to really outstretch his arms. Here's the no ball check. He's good. He's good. He's fine. And Hassan Mohsin has managed to drag it back onto the stumps. 357 for 7. Hassan Mohsin has done this.
He was not looking comfortable on the pitch. He was taking his time. This one was 2 away from him. Not much went into the ball. He was standing away from the ball. The feet movement was not there. The balance, the weight shift was not there. And as a result, inside edge onto the stumps. He's gone for 8. And again, free runs here. Blues delivery up front to the new batter.
They're trying a bit too much there. Gets the new batsman off the mark after a no ball, being hit for a boundary. Runs here. Cut away, it'll be a 4. You add pace to the ball and it'll go quicker.
Another thing that he's bowling, going back to the bowling mark very quickly. Too much pace on the ball, and batsman not making any mistake, putting it into the gap, shifting the weight really well.
Trying to go across the line. He's been wrapped in front, given out by the umpire, so gets paid off for that flight, beats him in it, and that's the end of Hassan.
Good pace, good line, good length. All three things ticked off for Zahid Mahmood. Another big breakthrough for Southern Punjab. They'll be happy with this session going into lunch, and now we might see more fireworks in this remaining session, because I think Sindh will now take on with Asad Shafiq still on the wicket. Mohammad Hassan gone for 8.
Down the wicket, Asad Shafiq, rush of blood. I mean, the kind of grip I saw for a wrong one, it's very different to what Shane had compared to Rashid Khan, even the regular leg spinner. So here we are, it's lunch, they're coming off. 106 overs bowled in Sindh's innings, 371 for 8 is what Sindh have managed to put up. Asad Shafiq not out 138. So here we are, this is what it looks like at lunch on day 2 with look at that, the two big players, Asad Shafiq and Umair bin Yusuf, 138 and 153 respectively. The big part is 371 runs is the total of Sindh, 6 batsmen in single figures. So it's just been 2 of them who've been fighting all the way along. Everyone gets an opportunity here with Ziaul Haq, Imran, Bilawal and Zahid Mahmood all getting 2 wickets apiece. In long session for the Southern Punjab bowlers. Well, lunch on day 2, 371 for 8. Let's see what Asad Shafiq decides when they come back.
लेग स्पिन इस दफा किया असद शफीक, इसको सामने उठा के खेलना चाहते थे, स्टंप हो गए।
मिड ऑफ और मिड ऑन के फील्डर को इसी गेंद से पहले आगे बुलाया गया था और इसीलिए आमादा हुए, माइल हुए बड़ा शॉट खेलने पर। ये देखिए टर्न पर बीट हो गए, विकेट कीपर ने कोई मौका नहीं दिया। इत्मीनान के साथ उमर सिद्दीक ने गेंद को उड़ाया। असद शफीक बड़ी शानदार इनिंग खेलने के बाद वापस गए 141 पर, 375 पर 9। जाहिद पवेलियन से इस ओवर में उनका खैर मकदम किया, ये जोरदार चौका लगाकर अबरार अहमद ने।
फिर स्वीप शॉट, रैम शॉट और लग ऐसा रहा है कि बड़ी ज़बरदस्त एंटिसिपेशन और कैच आउट हो गए।
यहाँ सलमान अली आगा थे और वो जान चुके थे कि ये इस बार गेम को पैडल करने चले हैं और बार बार ये इंतज़ार दे रहे थे इसी स्ट्रोक का, इसलिए स्लिप से लेग स्लिप की तरफ चलना शुरू हो गए गेंद पड़ने से भी पहले और अच्छा कैच लिया बाएं हाथ से।
Tabish Khan from the far end. Appeal for a catch, brush something on the way. That's well kept. Driven, runs here. The ball is new, so it will travel quicker. That's the first boundary.
The first delivery where he was not spot on with the length, a bit too full. Ball like this, and this is what he's known for. This is the requirement, his role in the team. First wicket down for Southern Punjab, Sindh making the early breakthrough. Tabish Khan, the bowler.
Have a look at that again. I mean, that's a tough ball to play for any top batsman. Look at that, it vanishes behind Mukhtar's body. and suddenly appears with that nick. Beautiful curve on it. Mukhtar goes for 2. It's 11 for 1.
और इस मरतबा ड्राइव करने में कामयाब हुए जैन, गेंद को आगे रखा लेकिन लेफ्ट हैंडर उसके लिए तैयार मौजूद है। खूबसूरत शॉट, बेहतरीन टाइमिंग, 4 रन्स।
Again, that's a lovely shot. You can't really mistake yourself with the length, because then you are looking to get punished. The batsman won't spare you. Short ball pulled away. He's got the pace, so that will go all the way. That's the first 6.
First 6 of the match. And suddenly after that cover drive, he thinks, well, now I'm set. It's a pickup shot, really. It's not too short. He just got underneath that, timed it so well. And it's carried the distance.
He sort of rushed through his over. Maiden 42 for 1, and that's tea. On day 2 of round 4, Southern Punjab versus Sindh here at the National Stadium. And this session, after losing Mukhtar, has pretty much been to Southern Punjab. Have a look at that. Overall, we've had 7 wickets today.
He starts off with a drive through the offside. Zain Abbas starts the session off with, well, almost went to the fence. Come back for 3.
Good positive start from Southern Punjab and very good fielding effort. It will still have to see if the knee is touching the boundary line when the hand is touching the ball.
Because just there, the left-hander is finding it quite comfortable with the ball hanging across and to be able to free their arms.
Full length delivery there. That's the 50 up for Southern Punjab.
Shah Nawaz back into the attack, and he's greeted with a handsome cut shot, powered through the offside boundary.
Brilliant execution by Imran Rafiq. The ball was shot there to be hit, and he was onto it.
Short, but not short enough. He's been pulled in front of square, well, just past mid-on, so very, very straight and into the fence.
अच्छा कदमों का इस्तेमाल किया। मिड विकेट बाउंड्री पर कोई फील्डर मौजूद नहीं। 4 रन्स। अच्छा इख्तिताम किया विद द स्पिन खेलकर इस बार इमरान रफीक ने इस ओवर का 70 पर 1। खेला खाली जगह पर, बिल्कुल उसी जगह पर जहां से फील्डर को हटाया गया था। इस गेंद का रुख मोड़ा जैन ने और बाउंड्री हासिल की। इस तरह उस हरबे को नाकाम बनाया जो शॉर्ट लेग पर उनके लिए दाम इसको बिछाया गया था।
भरपूर स्वीप शॉट अटेम्प्ट किया है जैन ने और बाउंड्री हासिल की।
और इस बार एज किया और विकेट मिल गई ताबिश खान को। सिंध की टीम ने बिल आखिर ये 81 रन की पार्टनरशिप ख़त्म कर दी।
इमरान रफीक जो कि इससे पहले खेलने पर मजबूर थे, गैर ज़रूरी तौर पर उन्होंने गेंद को चेस किया। किसी भी तरह से ये गेंद खेलने के कंट्रोल में नहीं थे। इमरान रफीक की रेजिस्टेंस का खात्मा हुआ। 42 रन की एक अच्छी इनिंग्स खेली।
You have to give respect to a spinner like Ibrar, but Zain Abbas, who's been set, can afford to play these shots against Abrar Ahmed. That's the 50 for Zain Abbas. A very good 50, 16th 50 for Zain Abbas in first class cricket of the sweep shot on Abrar Ahmed.
No, you've just spoken like a player. Umpires bug you. No, they are implementing rules. That's a boundary at point.
It does feel like that. That's 100 up for Southern Punjab with that 4. Seven 5-wicket hauls on this occasion. Saif Badr getting the better of him, hitting it straight down the ground. Beautiful shot.
दूसरी बार चार्ज किया, इस बार 3-4 टिपक आती हुई गेंद बाउंड्री लाइन पार कर गई। एक और चौका सैफ बदर का, जारहाना अंदाज अपना रहे हैं, उनका तीसरा चौका। अच्छा पुल शॉट, कोई फील्डर नहीं, स्क्वायर लेग बाउंड्री पर 4 रन्स पूरी तरह कंट्रोल में नजर आए। जैन क्योंकि रफ्तार ज्यादा नहीं है हसन मोहसिन की।
Down the ground, and there she goes. Cleared the boundary. Saif Badr, an expansive drive over the bowler's head. 4 runs. That's a strong reply once again by Saif Badr. Stand and deliver, name of the game. Waited inside his crease, and there she goes. Bang, what a stroke. Right away. Now I think the reading has arrived, which was awaited by perhaps both the sides, more so by the batsmen. So that's it for the day 2 of round 4 here in National Stadium, Karachi, where Southern Punjab, courtesy this brilliant fighting partnership, are 148 for 2.
So at the end of the second day's play, this is where Southern Punjab stands, 148 for 2. Zain Abbas has done well to stay not out after having some testing moments, especially against the spin of Abrar. 75 for him, and a good 27 important in this stage of the game from Saif Badr. Partnership tells you 56 valuable runs. Above that, Imran Rafiq and Zain also fought it out. That was a newish ball challenge, 81 partnership between them. So Southern Punjab would be happy. They didn't lose any more on by the end of the second day's play. Dabish got the 2 wickets. He's the most experienced and he's leading the way. Abrar, you might feel a touch expensive, but later on it will be his game as they progress into the third day. The match summary tells us 383 from Sindh after winning the toss, batting first. Big hundreds from Umair and Asad Shafiq. Southern Punjab at the moment trail by 235 at the end of second day's play. So that's the situation in the game. Hope you've enjoyed the highlights of day 2. Do join us again when we come up with the day 3 and its action.